We're back here in Zurich talking with GoGold. Brad, pleasure to talk with you here in person.
Oh, great. Thanks. Pleasure.
Yeah. We have spoken in the past about GoGold. I know a little bit about the story, but I'd like to have this opportunity to share it with our audience. So if you could give us an overview of your two main properties and a little bit of what you're doing to advance them at this time.
Yeah, well, GoGold for the viewers, just a very high level. I mean, we're a very Mexican-focused mining group. Over the last 27 years, we've built 4 mines in Mexico. As far as raising the capital to do these mines, and of course, it takes a lot of capital. We've been very successful at that. In the last 20 years, we've raised about $1.5 billion of equity, and we've done hundreds of millions of dollars of debt deals to get these projects built. Now, GoGold has been the only company for the last decade, and we have a real good institutional following. We're fortunate, especially in this time in the cycle. We have an extremely strong balance sheet. We have almost $100 million US in the bank and no debt. And we're advancing as you mentioned, our 2 projects. One is our operating mine, which has been operating now for 9 years, our Corral project. But Los Ricos is definitely the driver of the company, and that's in Jalisco. We're in the next year's the year that we plan to build it, and we have all the equity. And we're talking to debt providers. It's $148 million of initial capex, and we've got about almost $100 million of it already.
Excellent. Yeah. So what is this project, what is this mine going to look like?
Yeah, it's going to look like about 8 million ounces a year of silver equivalent production. And this Los Ricos South, the Los Ricos district is 2 groups of claims, and Los Ricos South has a PEA, and I call it a very high level PEA. We're going from this PEA over the next 5 months. We'll have completed a full feasibility study. Excellent. And that's at 8 million of production and at a cost of around $9 all-in sustaining per ounce. So 11 years of mining. It starts off as an underground mine, and it encompasses about half of it's underground, half of it's open pit. Now, we don't need the open pit permit for another 5 years. We've applied last April, we applied for underground permit, and we hope to get that in the first or second quarter next year. We'll have that permit. We're well through the process.
So this is a very nice silver project. This is going to be a very low-cost silver mine.
Yeah, and it is, and there's a second part to the project. We also, this year, besides our economic study in Los Ricos South, we completed one in Los Ricos North, which showed another producer in the district of 8.8 million ounces a year and under $10 all-in sustaining. So really organically, we have a roadmap to building out the production to 15 to 17 million in this district at costs under $10 an ounce all-in sustaining. And really, where does that put you? And just to give it kind of relative to a few others, I think of some great companies like, a Hecla would be around that size, and they'd be trading in the plus $2 billion market cap. Now, where we are in this cycle, we're trading around 300 million, and almost 100 million of that is cash, and these really high margin, Los Ricos South is getting pretty much ready to build. So,
what makes this such a low cost mine?
Grade.
Grade.
It's the grade. Good grades, good widths. The underground portion that makes it less challenging is that it's bulk mining. It's sub-level long-hole mining, very productive mining, low-cost mining, because our average stope widths are 11 meters, so very wide. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah. And then later in the life, there'll be open pit as well.
Open pit. And now the second project, what are you working on there? It looks like
the second project in Los Ricos North, it's in the PEA phase. It was published earlier in the year. It's planned to be about an 8,000 ton a day mill. It's about $200 million capex. That's more open pit from the beginning, and it's a 13-year mine life. So the two together again are 15 to 17 million ounces.
So you look around the silver industry, there's not very many silver producers, miners, so you're going to be sticking out in this sense. And almost in a pretty unique category with that level of production. I would expect the market start to recognize this more as you.
I think very much so. I think a lot of the thing right now in Mexico is permit, but I think we're well down the road to getting that permit. I think that's going to be a very big catalyst that's going to come in the, we hope in the early part of 2024. And again, the underground permit, which we've asked for now, are much easier to get than the open pit permit in Mexico. I think it's distinguished by low cost, produce a lot of ounces, and generate great cash flow. And it's going to be one of the key silver projects. In fact, as a project, we've done some research, and with one of our banks helped us, it would actually be one of the top 5 silver projects in the world, in the business. So it really will develop into something quite special.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So you said construction will begin next.
We hope to have construction start in the first half of next year. That's when we hope to break ground and start construction.
And total time?
18 months. 18 months to build. Yeah. Yeah.
And in the meantime, what else is the company looking at, or do you have any other?
Right now, I mean, with our operating mine, Parral Tailings Retreatment, which is a project that we've been operating now for 9 years, and we have 6 years of reserves left. The mine, we're doing an expansion on what's called our SART plant, part of the process plant, and that'll give us a zinc product that we'll also sell. But really, mostly what it does is regenerate cyanide, and the driver of the profitability is at that operation how much cyanide we consume. So this plant regenerates cyanide, so reduces our cost, and make Parral a good cash contributor to our operations over the next 6 years.
Excellent. Well,
Yep.
Very exciting time for GoGold. You're turning more into a Go Silver.
Yes, gold and silver. But no, we are a silver producer. And just one other small thing is that in this mine that we're going to be building, we produce a doré bar. We take it right to a doré bar. It's not a concentrate, so you get paid more for that doré bar.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a really great project. I think it's probably the best I've had in my career.
Exciting.
Yep.
Well, we're really looking forward to watching this go into construction, seeing this turn into a very profitable silver mine for you, and looking forward, as an investor myself, to seeing the benefits and rewards from this process, because it does seem to be quite undervalued.
Certainly in this market, I tell people that, hey, I've been through this so many times before, these cycles, and when the cycle turns, it turns fast. And so you say, like, relative, you got to be in the companies that you think are good, and relative risk level. If you look at a GoGold, this is not our first mine, and we're very well capitalized. And when the market turns here, and as we get closer to construction, really, I believe there's a great opportunity to make a great return on GoGold.
Yeah, very, very good point. Discussing the risk side as well, because that is a big, very capital-intensive phase. Having the equity already in place,
right.
And now just looking at the debt. That's excellent. So, really looking forward to the coming year. Looking forward to doing some more updates as it progresses. Thank you very much for your time.